really still in the broom closet?
I am.
Standing around doing nothing?
Yep.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because I genuinely like being in the closet, okay? I want to stay in the closet forever, and no one is getting me out of the closet.
You do realise there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it
But look,
to find out.
I can do that,
It didn't
look.
occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
I don't believe
I never
you.
would have thought to mention.
Right, I'm going to walk past the broom closet, and then I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to close the door. I'm going to sit in here again. That's what I think of your narration. I will just
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
think it might be.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite."
I mean, you're
I
wrong.
hope your friends find this concerning.
I don't have friends. I'm an introvert. I just stay at home all the time playing video games. No one
Stanley
understands me.
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
That's really
That or the
mean.
drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
No, I'm not. Hello, my guys. Welcome back to the channel. We are once again playing the Stanley Parable Deluxe version. Don't let the 2 throw you off. That was from our last playthrough. So yeah, we're going to see what mischief we can get up to today and how we can once again troll the narrator. So without further ado, let's jump straight in. Okay, here we are once more in the Stanley Parable.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Do I really want to do that though? What's this? Meeting today in the meeting room? Of course. Oh no! Alright. Do I take the bucket? Yeah, why not?
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms.
Exactly.
With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
I do enjoy having my
Stanley
bucket.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No. Oh! I didn't realise I had a choice. I mean, I do have a choice. A Stanley Parable, so... Alright. Where are we going today, bucket? Up or down?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
No, we're going downstairs. We're going downstairs with the bucket. Because I do enjoy having the
But
bucket.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought.
Wait a
Usually
minute.
The bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this.
Where's
Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
Where is my bucket?
Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd.
Yeah.
Now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Did I?
Gracious, he exclaimed.
Oh no.
My bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is
Hang
it?
on.
I must find it.
Yeah, no, we
Far
need to
off
find
in
the
the
bucket.
distance now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley!
Wait,
Stanley,
what?
it's me, the bucket.
Where's
But
the
it couldn't
bucket?
be.
Oh wow.
He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next.
Oh, right, there's
None
loads
of
of
them.
them.
Were his. None of them were his
How-
special bucket.
How do we know?
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
Okay, I'm coming.
He had to find the bucket. He had to
Why are
return
there
to
so
his old
many
friend.
buckets?
It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks.
Did I?
He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from.
There it
The real
is.
bucket. was inside of him all along.
Was it?
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony
No.
and blacked out.
No, I didn't. Ah! The bucket was inside me.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What? Would you...
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and
I don't
security,
understand.
and walked to her place of work. But on
She
this
has a
particular
bucket.
day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
That was me.
Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket.
No, I didn't.
Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his
It's like my
bucket
daily
with him.
life.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be.
Yeah.
And she
We
had
all
the
need our
own bucket
buckets.
even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything.
This
Heck,
game's
yes, she thought to
ridiculous.
herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
She backflipped all the way to work. I would love to see that. Alright, here we go
All
again.
of his co-workers were gone.
What's going to
What could it
happen this
mean?
time? Who knows?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
I'm not
missed a
taking the
memo.
bucket this time. I'm done. Done with the bucket. I'm not doing it. Alright, let's go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did I? No, I'm going right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room,
a
and Stanley
scenic
knew
route.
it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I do. Oh no.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
Definitely.
Just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Shall I just stay
Stanley
here?
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Oh, look at that painting. It's beautiful. Looks like one I've done before, actually. A leaf. That's cool. What about-
Yes.
Coffee
really,
mugs?
Really worth it being here in the room.
Yeah, no, I'm...
A room so utterly captivating
Yes.
that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
No, I'm
Really
looking at the
worth-
vending machine too. I want to try... Oh, look at this. Like,
At
snowy
this point,
mountain
Stanley's
tops.
obsession with this room bordered on creepy
Hmm.
and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Thank
It's
you.
possible that this is... But at last, he'd had enough of the
All right.
amazing room and
was
took
amazing.
the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Oh, choices. Do I go left or do I go right? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If it squeals, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Ah, he's going to get so annoyed with me.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, that's a secret. What's this? Oh, God!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
It wasn't
Good
deliberate.
job, Stanley.
Just casually mocking me for
All of his
suicide.
co-workers were gone.
All right, I'm gonna
What could it
I'm gonna
mean?
jump back there,
Stanley
and
decided
this
to go to
time
the
not
meeting room.
accidentally
Perhaps he
jump
had
off.
simply missed a memo.
Okay, so
Stanley was so bad at
This
following
time,
directions, it's incredible
I'm
he
gonna be
wasn't
more
fired
careful.
years ago.
I'm gonna be more careful. Just casually jump down there and scooch around here. Look, being very careful this time. Who made this? Who made this crazy bridge? Oh, look, a collectible.
Another miniature Stanley figure.
Yay!
There's, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Mini stands.
Stanley figs. What about Stanlerines?
Stanlerines.
Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Excellent. I'm happy about that. So what happens now? Do I... Right, well I can only really go in the air vent, can't I? So let's just walk back this way. Not kill ourselves again. Alright, let's go. This way? Okay, here we are.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
Oh, look!
That it seemed the office had
Tape
begun.
cassette.
So far off the beaten path.
What is
that
this?
It seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten
Okay, you can stop now. That's the narrator.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording?
I mean, I wouldn't be
It was
surprised.
all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I
Yes.
bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do.
I mean, okay.
Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
It's not my fault. Don't start me at the beginning again. Oh, naughty.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Naughty.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did I? You're telling me what to do now. Okay, fine. I'll listen to
When
you.
Stanley came to a set of two
For a
open
while.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yep, that's what I did. I went to the meeting room. There will be a reward for finding all of them. How can I find that? Oh, look, a slideshow. Alright. Can I... Small floating objects have appeared across the office. We need to synergize our resources and ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. There was no memo. How can you tell if you spotted one? It's them floating in thin air. Who took the pictures of them? Who knows? I wish my co-workers were here. We could discuss this. We can do it. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna go find... Oh, hang on. I bet these are like clues as to where they are. Good luck. Okay. Right, let's continue on then. The broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna carry on. Let's go. No, I'm not. Let's go in the broom closet. I just want to stay in the closet forever. This is lovely. Look at this. I've got duct tape. I've got tools.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow.
No.
Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Look, narrator, sometimes the best decision is not to make a decision. I know that fully well. So...
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
Well,
as it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Wow. Do you know what then? Maybe I like being in the closet, and maybe I'll just play with the door for a bit.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
I am.
Standing around doing nothing?
Yep.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because I genuinely like being in the closet, okay? I want to stay in the closet forever, and no one is getting me out of the
You
closet.
do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said, Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it
But
to
look,
find out.
I can do
It
that,
didn't even
look.
occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
I don't believe
I never
you.
would have thought to mention.
Right, I'm going to walk past the broom closet, and then I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to close the door. I'm going to sit in here again. That's what I think of your narration. I will just...
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching
I
path.
think it might be.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite."
I mean, you're
I
wrong.
hope your friends find this concerning.
I don't have friends. I'm an introvert. I just stay at home all the time playing video games. No one
Stanley
understands me.
was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
That's
He
really
had all the
mean.
drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
No, I'm not. I'm taking this very personally. Do you know what? I'll come out of the closet. Do you know what? I'm going to go back in. Whatever. I don't care.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now.
I'm dead.
You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
What do you mean? No, I
In a
didn't.
situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of.
No, it's
before
fine,
it
I'll move
begins
on.
to decompose.
Shall I move on?
Hello? Anyone who happens to be... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
Okay.
to his boss's office.
Do I want to walk upstairs to my boss's office? I think I will. I think I'll listen. Oh, what's this? Hang on. Executive bathroom? Yes. Alright. Let's do this. What? Oh, I found one of the...
Okay, I'm going back to the name of
Stanley
these little Stanley
guys.
figurines. And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figures. What do you think, Stanley? What name
Stanlerines.
better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by one?
Stanlerine.
Sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I've literally told you. I like Stanley. That's it. I got the feeling... What? Money's for stealing. I got the feeling that money's for stealing, but as you're... Of course... So that's a lovely purse. I don't know. Oh, look. That's a dam. That looks very familiar. That's somewhere I look like... Well, something... I swear I've been there in real life. It's where they filmed Andor, right? Damn. Either that or they all look the same. Can I go to the toilet? No? The executive bathroom was rubbish. Might just go back down to the broom closet, you know? Never mind. Let's go. Broom closet awaits. Hey, hang on. No, alright, I'll go back up. I'll be a good boy. Can't believe he called me fat and ugly. Saying that I was in the closet doing sweet FA. Ooh! Oh, that's really sad. Business strategy. Shoot a panda in the head. What's this then? Ooh, we can go up or down. Let's go up. Why not? Up, please. Here we go. I wonder if we'll get music. We did! Yes! I do enjoy a bit of music in the elevator. The thing I like about this game is there's no horrific monsters trying to kill me. It's just living my best life. Exploring chaos theory and causality. What's that? Why is that paper glowing? What's it say? Recommendations for... Okay. Hurry up, please. Jesus, that took ages. What? This is the panda. Alright, let's go back up. Come on. I said I wanted to go up. Down, bum, bum, ba, 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 bum, bum, bum. Stanley? Ba, 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 ba. The narrator's singing along. Alright, let's go. Come on. Okay. Maybe I'll press down this time. Let's go. What? Is this elevator fake? Is there something... Is this like part of the story? Is this gonna help? Okay. Oh, I don't even understand what went on there. Oh. Is this way new? No. Alright, let's go this way. I wonder if I like stayed
Stepping into his manager's office,
Whoa.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Nope.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
these?
who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Oh look, all the
What
paintings.
he could not have known
That's
was that the
pretty.
keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
What's the secret PIN number?
2845. But of
2845.
Stanley could get incredibly by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad.
Oh look, there's
Stanley
a camera
happened
up
to
there.
input the correct code by sheer luck.
Why is it gone all dark?
Amazing.
Oh,
He stepped
okay.
into the newly opened passageway.
Did I? I don't feel like I have any self-direction here. Okay, let's go down. Here we go. Down we go.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Well, I'd hope not. I'd hope not. Alright, we're down in the basement then. I think last
Stanley
time...
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No, I don't think I'm going to do that.
Although this passageway
like
had the
having
word
choice.
escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I very much doubt it. This game is very pacifist.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I don't think so. I think I'm going to go down
At
this
this
way.
point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward
I was.
and willingly confront his death.
I'm not willingly confronting death. I just don't believe that I would die. Hang on. I mean, it looks pretty deathy, doesn't it? But then the narrator does lie. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Oh, told you he's a liar. Oh no.
As the
Okay.
machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and
Wait.
closer to his demise,
This is
it
a death
reflected that
machine?
His life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
This is a death
Stanley
machine.
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't
No,
know
I don't
the real
want to be
story,
crushed.
trapped
Thank
forever
you.
in his narrow vision of what this world is.
What the hell?
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Can I
So
get out
he
of this?
resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Oh, so he wasn't
Farewell,
lying.
Stanley.
Oh no, please, no, no. You said that. No. Oh my god. Oh.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Oh right.
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I mean, what a way to go, eh? Oh. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Did I die? The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Exactly.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I love how the narrator changed.
When
That's like,
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless,
Oh, look.
making life the same.
here's a
Do
schematic.
you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Was I? No way. This is so weird. The buttons. Oh wait, hang on. A selection of sounds used through the game when the buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized note. Alright. I don't know. Oh look, it's the credits. It's very clever. It's like a weird museum to the game. I like it. Not entirely sure what's going on here, to be honest. Whether I should be back in my office or just exploring. Oh look, what's this? This looks familiar. Did I actually die? Freedom ending. I like that. So there is a way.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
Okay.
How they both wish to be free.
Okay. Goodbye.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Apparently not. Oh no, we're back here.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
No, I don't want
Stop
to.
now and it'll be your only true choice.
I just...
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Okay, fine. I'll begin the game again. There we go. Haha! I didn't die.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in?
Oh!
How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
I've changed something.
No, the orders were still missing.
They were.
For now.
Okay, let's just continue on then. I don't know why I quit. I made a choice. And the choice was the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone.
Never.
Not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yep, that I did. Bucket's my pal. I love the bucket. Well, I found a few of them, so I'm happy about that. I wonder if I go back in here, is he going to get trolly again?
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Oh, okay.
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealous. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
I mean, it would feel at
I can
home.
feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's
Exactly.
supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley.
All right.
Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
Yeah,
This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
it is.
You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
Exactly.
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons. Even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
Yes, we are.
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient?
We are.
That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never.
What are you on
Go
about?
on, Stanley. Lay into it.
I'll tell you.
Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
Right.
Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Right, so here's the thing, broom closet. Me and this bucket have been through a lot. You don't even know. I discovered that everything's a bucket. I also...
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
Okay.
Here we go. There. Now it's
Yes.
settled.
There we
no
go.
more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet. with all the
Exactly.
meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
We did. I'm going to go back in the elevator, see if this works again. Bum, ba, ba, da, da, ba. Didn't work. I thought having the bucket might have led to some kind of result.
Stepping into his manager's office,
2846,
Stanley was
wasn't
once
it?
again stunned
No,
to
8,
discover not an
8,
indication of
2,
any human
4,
life.
6.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation,
8,
Stanley may have broken
2,
down into an
4,
emotional
5.
dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even
2,
now, in his
8,
darkest of
4,
hours,
5.
did the bucket's warmth and guiding light, but Stanley guessed
Yeah.
the correct code by sheer luck.
Exactly.
Was it that the bucket knew all along?
The bucket
Was
did
the
know.
bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
2845, that's the one. Right, let's go. Come on then. Oh, we're in the elevator again. And my bucket's got a sticker on, well happy.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
An unknown fate.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
Yeah,
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
bucket's always here for me. I love the bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
No,
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Stanley and the bucket. Alright, fine, we'll go the other way then. Thank you for the
But
heads
of
up.
course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for.
We do. We have so much to live for. What's in the mind control room then? Let's have a little look-see. Turn the lights on!
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
That's a lot
What
of TVs.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Stanley and the bucket. Okay. Let's go. What's this way? Yo, what's up? Oh, look.
The monitors
Camera's
jumped to
on.
life, and Stanley nearly dropped the
Where am
bucket
I?
in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Yeah, but they're all gone.
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
It's fine, bucket. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't you worry, my little sugar plum. Alright, we have another catwalk to go across. So what does this do then?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
No.
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do?
No.
Or not want to do in the first place?
Oh,
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
exactly. Right, let's go up here, bucket.
No! He screamed into the bucket.
No!
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter.
Oh, come on,
His
bucket.
one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I can always trust the bucket. The bucket is my friend, and as we learnt last time, everything's
But
a
here
bucket.
was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content.
Mind control
Walking,
status
eating,
offline.
working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Am I in my
As
own
the
brain?
cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
Okay.
he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Mind
They
controls.
high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Come on then, bucket. Let's take down the system. Should we turn it off? Uh-oh. Whoops.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness.
We did.
Was it over? Yes, they had done it.
What's
Stanley
happening?
and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine.
Did we?
Freedom was now mere moments away.
What is this?
Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live.
What kind
once
of
they stepped through
life
this
do we
massive
want to
door.
have?
The bucket wanted to
Bucket.
learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned.
Look
but
at
it
this.
was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
Oh, wait, no.
What? Wait.
What's
What was
happening?
happening? Why had the door stopped?
No, there's the
Was Stanley and the
freedom.
bucket not about to be freed?
I want to be
An
free.
unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face.
What?
This building did not want the bucket to leave.
Oh,
Even
no.
The facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket.
No.
Needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, or go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
No.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
I'll put the bucket
Not
down.
while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
I don't want the
Being
bucket.
trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad,
I mean,
Stanley thought to
it is
himself.
pretty
As
bad.
long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Okay. All right. Wait, so I
All of
was...
his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
Is it?
Is this Stanley's office?
Wait. Was it not my office? Oh, no. Something's changed again. Okay. I'm not taking you this time, bucket. Soz. We're going to do that exact thing
When
again.
Stanley came to a set of two
And we are
open
gonna get
doors,
freedom.
He entered the door on his left.
I want to be free. I want to survive. The bucket can stay here. The building can have the bucket. Right, here we go. Broom closet. Yeah, what's up?
Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Not I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
I will. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to sit in the broom closet. Love being in the closet. Right, shall we go then? I'm going to wait for him to say something else. No! If I go out there, he'll close the door and then I will never be able to go back in the closet again. I'm staying in here. This is it. Did he mean it? Did he mean it? Alright, whatever. We'll do it again at some point.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, here we go. I know the code now as well. 2528.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
right.
stunned
2,
to discover
4,
not an
8.
indication
Oh, no.
of any human life.
2485.
What could it mean?
2, 4,
Stanley wondered
8,
aloud
5.
to nobody. He began wildly
No.
tearing through papers on the boss's
8,
desk,
2,
pulling
4,
books off
5?
the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for
No, what
clues
was
to
it?
his situation.
8.
But his attention
2,
was caught by a keypad
7,
behind the boss's
5.
desk. What could its purpose be?
8,
In fact,
2,
this keypad guarded the terrible secret
4,
that lay buried
7.
below his feet. And so the boss had
How
assigned
can I
it
not
an
remember?
extra secret pin number.
8?
2845.
Oh, 2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known that.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keyboard, Stanley happened to
Exactamundo.
input the correct code by sheer luck.
2845.
Amazing.
Got it.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yep. Okay, here we go down the elevator again. I'm gonna go back to the mind control room, I think. I feel like we may just be able to get out of this once and for all if we take the right route.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No, we're gonna escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the... But of course, Stanley thought better of it.
There we go.
He realized he simply had too much
We've
to
done
live.
exactly the same, we just don't have the bucket this time. So here we go, let's put the lights on.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
There we go.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes. Come on then, let's go. Continue on. We're getting out of this mess, guys. That's it. We're done. Put the cameras on.
Now the
Why is
monitors
it
jumped to
crackling?
life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The
Oh,
lives of so many
Stanley.
individuals reduced to images on a screen.
What's that say?
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place. Where
I hate
freedom meant
Mondays.
Nothing.
Right, let's continue on. Here we go. Ready?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
I don't think
Was
so.
this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Well, apparently it was the bucket last
No.
time.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
I'm not
His own
accepting it.
life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
The narrator's so
Here was the
dramatic.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Do you know
Stanley
what?
decided
I'm
that
just
this
gonna turn it
machinery
off.
would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Damn right. There we go. Did it properly this time. No bucket. You've got to let me out. I want to be free.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I think it might be. The only reason I couldn't escape last time was because I had the bucket.
He had
So
defeated the machine. Unshackled
go.
himself from
Finally.
someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
yes.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
I mean, there are
Where
quite a
had
few.
his co-workers
but
gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building
is it going to let
hold?
me out? That's
But
the
as
question.
sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
There we
For
go.
it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking,
I've almost
but
escaped.
happiness. Perhaps his goal had
Yes.
not been to understand, but to let go.
Yes.
No longer would
I'm
anyone
getting
tell
out.
him where to go, what to do,
It's there.
how to feel.
It's
Whatever life he
beautiful.
lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It
Freedom.
was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley
it.
stepped through the open door.
Let's go. Ah.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Exactly.
Stanley was happy.
Finally. Yes. Beat the game. I've done it. But I also haven't. Because, once again, back in the office. Let's go.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
What? No, I don't want to be followed. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna keep checking. What's that? Okay, ready?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I'm going right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Let's go.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Exactly. This is what I do. I'm good at following instructions. He's blocked it off. I was literally going to go in there again. Alright. Okay. No,
Coming to a staircase,
I'm gonna go down.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I didn't. Oh! A collectible!
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anmarines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then.
We will.
Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You
we
can't
don't
go
yet.
back to when you had no Figler Anmarines. None of us can.
Fickler Anarines. Alright. Okay.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy,
Okay.
why had he taken that risk?
I'm just going to sit
All
here.
because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
No, I don't
All of
think
my
you are.
co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
I've been
For
moving.
example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Hey!
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
I mean, that's true.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled.
Okay.
This is all a dream.
So, we've had this ending before, but I hope you guys have enjoyed the Stanley Parable once again. I'll probably play it a bit more in the future, try and get some of the other endings, but I feel like today I've had a good go. So remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and come back to check out the new videos. I'm going to be doing it now, so trying to release one every Monday. So yeah, every Monday, come back. And when I get to 200 subscribers, I'll do something crazy. You guys just drop some suggestions in the comments and we'll go from there. Anyway, peace out. Have a good rest of your day, week, month, year. See you later. Bye-bye.